Hello, welcome to Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I hope everybody is doing well today. Alright, I've got like a whole bunch of unfinished journals that I started at some point, and I've determined I'm going to finish some of them. I mean, I'm not going to give myself I don't have to go crazy and do them all. So, you might remember last year I made these journals using up some fabric in my stash when I was going through my fabric stash. So this is one of the journals, and I need to line the inside, and I have these, which might have been from Junk Journal July. Didn't make it very far. I got like four. I got like 4 done. So I thought, and I did them on the these papers that I had, because I get them cheap at the thrift store and I can't help myself apparently. So I'm gonna cut this down and glue it down there. And I won't make you watch that, but thought I'd just tell you the process as I'm going. Okay, so I glued those on with Fabri-Tac. I let them dry a little bit. I probably should stick some glue under there, but I'm not too worried about it right this minute. Alright, I've got a piece of, this is just a piece of poster board, so it would be long enough, because I got a bunch of poster board, so might as well use it. Because it was cheaper to buy it. That's the thing. Things are cheaper to buy if you buy a bunch of them. They're cheaper, but then you have to figure out how to store them. And then you're like, well, what if I need them again? So I want to make this the length of this. You'll see why in a minute. Oh, and I want the straight. I cut it on one side, so there's only one side that's perfectly straight. Even my book's not perfectly straight, so there's that. And a pencil would be nice, or something. I'm thinking pencil only because if I get it on the... So, just going to mark each side of that. And then cut that down, and now I have something that is the width of my book, because I'm going to do the Midori style, and because I can't quite, it folds different every time. See, it's crooked like that, and I don't want it to end up that way. So I'm going to fold this piece in half, remembering that the top is the straight bit. Wait, nope, this is the top. Hold on, let's mark that, because otherwise I'll get that's the top. Because the top is the straight line, the bottom is the line I cut, and we don't want to mix that up, because then it'll definitely not be straight. So I'm just going to fold that in half. And then I'm going to go ahead and, so that you guys can see it easily, just kind of follow that line right there. Alright, so now I know that's my middle. And so I can line that up like that, because I want to put 2 holes at the top here. And I can guesstimate this part. It's not a big deal. So this is the middle here. So I want to mark here and here, so they're about the same on the top and bottom. And then I'm going to flip this over and do the same thing, trying to get that straight. And that's shoot, let's see, will they fit above that sewing line? Yep, the other ones are above the sewing line. Alright, so now I'm going to have little black circles there that are, a black circle is probably going to show, but that's okay. And I'm using the larger hole because I'm using 1mm. My elastic is 1mm. Why do I use 1mm? Because that's what Jessica Rapp said to use. I'm pretty sure it's 1mm. I had some 0.5mm and they just didn't feel strong enough. They felt weak. So, oh, and then what's the secret here? I shouldn't need this again, so I can go ahead and put this under there. Okay, we're going, oh shoot. Hopefully I'm not too close to the edge. No, don't go back in. Go out. Don't bang on the glass. That's not smart. Tweezers might help. You know, if you have the right tool for the job, that helps so much. If you know where your tools are, it helps even better. And I did today. Yay! I'm no... Alright, there you go. That can be there. One. Just want to make sure that I'm not... I do want them to be... Oh, I forgot to put the thing in. See, that's what happens if you don't put the paper in, is it doesn't go clean through. Alright, where's... And then I've got the big one on there already. And here they are. I've just got these ones that I'll use. Wait, these are big. Are these too big? These should be the right size. Let's see. I want the ones that are the brushed nickel kind of ones. That should be it. I should have at least 4 of those in here. 1, 2. And then when the pages, so now I'll be able to, when I do it this way, I'll be able to put in 2 signatures. Because, is that right? That doesn't look right. It does, but it doesn't. No. Oh, see, these are gunmetal, I think. That's what it is. And that one might be brushed nickel. Let's see. 1, 2. Alright, it is that dark one. Okay. Come on. Ah! Nope, nope. That's not what we want to do. Why? Why? Why would you do that to me? Well, maybe because maybe I want the silver ones instead. I don't know. No, I like the darker ones. For something else, I might like the silver ones, but for this one, and I'm thinking I really do need to go back under there and glue that. We'll see. Alright, let's put those back in the drawer, because why not? Shouldn't need them again. Putting things away, that's the way to be. Alright, and then the outside is where I want the pretty part. So I didn't want to mark the inside. I wanted to have my marks on the inside, not the outside. Oh my word. See, I didn't get them perfectly perfect. That's because I got discombobulated in between. And so I wasn't paying close enough attention. But when all is said and done, it should be fine. Everything's fine. Alright. Gonna remember to use our paper this time. And do them one right after the other if we can, so that we get them. Oh my goodness. Stay. I want you to stay. Ooh, ooh. Alright, I am right between. And I just did the wrong size. Are you guys yelling that? Hey, you're doing the big size, lady, not the little size. Makes it harder to see. There we go. That's what distracted me last time. Okay. There we go, kind of. There we go. Now we got little bits everywhere. And then I close that and I put it back in the drawer so I can... Oh, I'm not done with it. I don't put it back in the drawer and I don't close it because I'm not done with it. If you get one of these new, you have to unlock it, you have to squeeze and then unlock it. In case you got one for Christmas and you're like, how do I open this thing? Just in case. And oh, and I think my friend Laura, was it Laura? Who was it? Oh no, at least somebody got a big bite and they want to learn how to use it. So I could probably do a little short tutorial on that sometime. It's pretty similar to this one. It's just bigger. And it's just turning these to the right thing. That's all you really got to know. Alright. Taking care of trash. Alright, so I don't really need this anymore. I would save it, except for I have a billion. I got like 15 more pieces over there. One. I'm just going to a little bit more than twice because it's going to stretch. Alright, this putting things away right away is weird. I mean, it's nice because things don't pile up on my desk so bad. Now I'm done with this. Now I can lock it, squeeze it, lock it. Put it in your pocket. Alright, so I'm going to become like Gail some of these days and be like, I don't like the mess. Alright, I'm going through here. I'm going through here and then coming back through the top. And then I'm going down through the bottom. And then coming back through here like this. So now the only things showing on the outside here are here. There's not going to be a thing going down the middle. There's just those two little bits. And, ooh, I might have needed, if you want to have more to tie and give yourself a little bit more. You want it taut, but you don't want it so tight that it's, well, you really don't want it to do that. That's what you don't really want it so tight that it's bending your, book. But it may stretch over time, so it might not be a big deal. And then double tie it. Sometimes I triple tie it because I just don't trust myself. And if you don't want this bit to show, just put an envelope in one of your signatures that you can close up. Alright, so now I need to make sure that my pages are not longer than, hey, let me just do this. My pages need to be not longer than this. Otherwise they're going to get torn up on the whatchamacallit. So that's the height of my pages. So this one's a little bit tall. So now I need to cut down my pages and whatnot and figure out my pages. I've got a lot of pages. That was the thing, is I really like the pink and blue together. Oh, there is green in here. And this is one of my favorite, scrapbook papers. And I thought, well, isn't that just perfect in there? And so that's going in there. And of course, who doesn't love some blue polka dot? I mean, really. I have to figure out if that's going to be attached to another page or if I'm going to do it this way. I haven't decided yet. And then I think this was part of paper pack that went with this, and I love that too. So yeah. So, oh, and then this one I did the other day, and I was like, hey, should totally put that in there because it's the blue. And pinks and birds and some just all kinds of wonderfulness in here, including a some gel plate prints, and then these here. Another gel plate print. But I thought these might be fun in here if this might be too orange. That one's pink. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of an orangey. It might be fine. So yeah, I thought maybe like kind of like a little bit of a book theme, because I've got 4 of these. So I can put 2 in each signature, and then I think these are Artie Mae's. And this is Tracy Fox. This is my porch print. I think that's Artie Mae's. A gel plate print, just dyed. That was one of the color combos from last year. And so I'm going to cut all these down. But see, yeah, we had some navy blue in here and some pinkish and some blue. This is Roxy Creations, Took's Craft Table. I think it's one of her freebies on Facebook or on her Ko-fi. I think this is Tracy Fox. And then that one has navy blue and pink. This one's me. Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then more... what's her name? Oh, that has purple in it. That's not one I want. But anyway, these are cherry at I think I have a place to put that even. I've got my papers organized. It feels really good. I'll show them in a little bit. In the next week or so, hopefully, I'll be doing a she's called Antique Papery, which I think she's Antique Papery again. Then she was something lemon something, and but she's back. She's had a mess at some point, bless her, but I think she's back to selling on Etsy again, hopefully. And let's go the right way. And some people are okay with that, and some people are not, and I'm fine with it. I got more than my money's worth with that lifetime thing she tried to do. So this is my height of my pages, isn't it? Let's see if we can even double check it right here. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to cut down my pages and make my signatures, and then I'll come back on and sew one of them with you. Okay, now that I have my signatures in place, I've actually already sewn one together, and I forgot to do the important thing before I sewed this one. First, you want to go through each of your pages, and you just want to make sure that they're nice, and you know, use a bone folder, back of your scissors, whatever, to make sure you have a nice crease on those. Make sure that you have your pages all the direction you want them to go, and where you want them in the middle. And then, let's see, where's my middle? My husband's fixing the squeaky bathroom door if you hear a squeak. I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, what in the world? But I just cleaned the utility room the other day, so he was able to find the 3-in-1 very easily because I had it, I knew where it was. And he was actually able to see it easily. It was right in there. Alright, and then we're going to take this book here. And I'm not going to do it over my glass because I never know how far in it goes. So I'm actually going to do this closer to me. But, and because they're not going to show on the outside of the spine, I'm not worried about getting them perfectly the same either. So I'm going to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch instead of a 3. Because that's just what so I'm just going to go in here like this. I have this folded up like this. That's why people use book cradles, because the best way to do this is to have it so that way it goes through to the spine and not like over here somewhere. If you don't do it like this, you're more likely to have some issues. But I need to come over here on my forgiving mat, or as a self-healing mat, and not on the glass to do this, just in case it pokes through the whole book. So I'm just poking 5 holes, which you can't see, but you know, so I did 5 holes. Is 1, 2, so 2 near the top, 1 in the middle, and 2 like that. This is very similar to the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Sorry, not 2. All right, and then I have 1, 2, just 2.5 to 3 lengths of the book, so of the height of the book. So you just measure your string, and then, you know, you pull it down, and then, you know, actually have like 3 or something. I don't know. 2.5 to 3 is what you want. If you don't want to have to be tying tiny strings at the end, then you want to use 3 maybe. And then it is helpful to have some pleat twat. What are these? Because I have a really if I want to use the one that doesn't have the real pointy end, it's fatter, so it's harder to get through. So I'm going through the middle from the inside. So if I start on the inside, you're going to end up with your tie on the inside. And if I keep this like folded like this, it's usually a little easier, but not always. And if I can't get that right away, I just come back through. Where is it? There it is. With my, look at that, it moved. Ah. All right. And that way I can just go right back through there and find the hole a little bit more easily. Nope, that wasn't, oops, I didn't get to the other side of the hole. I missed. There we go. So go from the outside, and then we're going to come back out the top. We're going to try to come out. Okay, come on. Like I said, something moved earlier. Because, you know, oh, look at that. It did. I must have done it at an angle. That's on me. You want to go straight when you're putting your holes in. Just saying. Alright, and then this one's going to go back through this hole here. Yay, success. It went through the first time there. And you want to make sure you don't go through your string, because you're going to have a lot harder time if you do. So I want to pull this one down like this so that I can go back through the middle. Trying not to, I need a little leverage here. There we go. Well, made a new hole, I think. Oh well. And then back through the, let's see. No, of course I think I might have gone through it. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I might have nicked it. I can see a place. All right. And then through this, the one between the middle and the top, the bottom, whatever. I don't know where I am anymore. Like I said, if you can't find your hole, just come back through with that. And then you should be able to just kind of follow it back through. Success. And back out the last one here. You see my bottom part got a little bit off when I was doing this too. See? Look at this. I made a mess. There you go. So you can also do like that and poke your hole. If you don't have a book or whatever. And then you're going to go back through this hole again. This is the hardest part, is going through the hole and having it come out in the middle like that. It doesn't always do that. Also, not going through your thread, which I started to do there. But, you know, it's crisis averted. And then the last bit, well, the second to last bit, you want to bring this string over this one in the middle. Now you're done with your needle. And then you want to tighten it. You don't want to tighten it too much because you don't want to make your holes bigger, but you do need to make sure it's nice and tight. And so there's that. Alright, after you do your first one, I usually take these off because I don't want a false sense of, I don't know where that comes from. And so you want to make sure it doesn't do that. So, let's see. Come to the middle with them all. And then should be able to, hold on, I hope, yep, just pull that tighter and then do your double at least a double knot, unless you have no, let's see, then you go the other way. I don't know, I could never get that right. And then hopefully if you did it right, there's a little bit of slack, that's not great, but it's not the end of the world either, because it's not wiggling at all. So, and then for this particular kind of cover, you just take your 2 signatures and put one there. I know, hopefully you've already like tested to make sure they're gonna fit without being too bulky. But I have a cloth spine, so I mean a cloth cover, so it shouldn't be too bad. It will need a closure, maybe sit under something for a while. But really, you don't really want it to do that before you've even put anything in it. I was a little ambitious with my pages and putting all the things in. I didn't want to, no page left behind apparently is what this one is, because there's probably about 20 pages in each signature, and that's a lot. But that's okay, because fabric cover, we have room here. Oh, I need to sew that, glue that better. Or I could even sew it, but so yeah, yeah, I have room to grow this way, which is good. I have, so if it, if I need to like kind of bend this like this, and bend this like this, I could kind of sort of like make my spine, it's still a soft spine, but kind of like force that to be a wider spine. And then, it'll close better, a little better. So that's all that it needed there, was more spine space. Also closure. How are we going to close it? I don't know. Oh, I had that pretty ribbon from, where did I put it? Is it the right color? Might be a little dark. Oh, there's this one. This one was from, I got something from Took's Craft Table in the mail. Oh, not quite. And I thought maybe those would work. All right. Also, I need to use what's in these. That is ridiculous, the amount. These have just been sitting. Nothing's happened to them because they've just been sitting, waiting to be used or something. And look, there's some needles for doing beadwork. And some ribbon I'll probably never use. But anyway, look, we have some blue eyelash trim and some green eyelash trim. How annoying would that be on to have to tie a journal with? I don't know, but let's, I think it's the right color green too. I'm not supposed we have something pink. Alright, well, let's just stuff all that back in there. Oh, you want to see what Took's Craft Table sent me? I will show you. Because I'm loving it. Her friend, a friend of hers was selling calendars with her, did printouts of her artwork. Not Took's artwork, but her friends. And so I want to show you that calendar. I'll do that real quick. Let me get all this crapola out of here. Be right back. So here is the fabulous calendar. Ouch. That Took at Took's Craft Table sent me. Isn't it really cool? So it's got all this artwork. It's a stand-up calendar, so you have like the artwork on one side and the month on the other side. And her IG account is at the end. So fantastic artist, and it was really sweet of Took to think of me and send this to me. And you know her, if you know her at all, you know she didn't just send the calendar. Because she's really sweet and nice. And hopefully she'll start doing videos again soon. She's been doing some renovating and stuff in her house. They moved about a year or so ago. So her Instagram is AOES Pencil for the artist that made this calendar. I don't know if she has any more or not, but that's where you can get that. And then Took also sent me this gorgeous scarf. It's from a town not far from her hometown in Thailand, and it was dyed. It kind of looks like quinacridone azo gold, the colors, and then the yellow. It's like a yellow ochre, which I love. And it was dyed using lava ash, lava rock. Oh, I forget what she said. Hold on, because she also sent me this little ephemera holder, which is what I'll take with me when I go to Massachusetts in April. It's got little things in it, little pockets with fun things, little pockets here. And let's see. The scarf is from Thailand, near my hometown. Cotton was dyed with lava volcano dirt. Her hometown was volcano millions of years ago. Dirt is dried and small rocks everywhere. So she thought I might find that interesting, and I do. And it, when you see my craft room video, you'll see that I have it hanging next to some fabric that also has this color in it, or these two colors in it. So yeah, I have, I've separated my craft room from the hallway with some fabric. I was like, well, that's one way to store your fabric. All right, let's see. Is this strong enough to like use as a closure? That's the question. I mean, color-wise, they're perfect. But maybe I want something a little stronger. Oh, here's my just regular sock. See, I just got the off-white one because I was like, oh, I could dye it. And then did I ever dye it? No, I never did. Well, that's where that is. There's some lace. There's that. I don't want any of that down there. I had like a bunch of this. Most of it's gone now because I either gave it away or whatever. Last year, a lot of that went. This is cool. Alright, that's coffee dyed. Alright, this is, Anyway, so the sari silk is an option here. And let me find a piece, or a couple pieces. Ooh, I think I know what I'm going to do. Alright, so, come on. I think if I do two pieces about this length, it'll work. Ow, I just poked myself. I'm okay though, don't worry. But this is where it's sewn right there, so I'm going to cut it right there. Because that's what they do with the sari silk. They just take strips of it and then they sew it together. And also we're going to want this again. And we can just use the ones we used on the sides so that they are matching. So I want a couple dark ones. And I don't mind doing it the tie out here, because even if I put tabs in here, they probably won't stick out too much. But I'll make sure that I don't put anything like right where this tie is going to be. Okay, squeeze it to unlock it. And I want the big one. And I want to make sure that my papers are not in the way. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the front. Okay. Don't mind me. Let's see. Do I want it on the outside? I think I'm going to put it on the inside of where the... I'm not worried about being exactly in the middle. It's more that I didn't want to have to cut into that flower, I think, more than anything. Oh, good. Did not cut my pages. I mean, for this, I could even just take the pages out when I do this, just to be on the safe side. All right, and then right where that leaf is pretty much where I want that one. Alright, that's, I should have looked at this side first, huh? Because I'm going to have to make sure I don't hit the, I just did the wrong side again. Pay attention, Darcy, pay attention. I need the big one. There we go. It'll be close enough. It's close enough. They'll be able to tie. That's the important thing. Some people measure. Sometimes I measure. Sometimes I don't. Depends on my mood and how perfect I want it. It's never going to be perfect no matter what you do, so don't even try. You just want to make sure that it's not too pokey on the inside. It's kind of smooth, but not perfectly smooth. But see, it's never going to be perfect on the inside. That's why you do that on the inside. So then I want to take double the length of this on one side, I think. Where's the end? There's the end. Alright, so I want this. I don't know if this will work or not, but alright, I'm going to cut that one there and do it with the blue one on this side. So one side will have blue, one side will have green, and when you tie it together, it should look all cute. And if you don't want to tie the eyelash trim in, you don't have to. You could just have it be... My goodness, I feel like there's a Muppet on my desk. So that way, this one, I could just put through like this. I sure could try anyway. This is where tweezers come in handy. There we go. And just put that like that. And then this one, I want to put through there. But this one I'm going to tie in a knot. Oh, so my eyelash trim didn't need to be quite as long as that because this is gonna... I'm not so great at making knots that are gonna be wide enough to not go through the... Oh, and I want to try that closure like she's got on here. It's basically, you know, it's got the eyelet back here and then she covered it. Isn't that pretty? And then just has a little elastic that goes around like that. I like her closure she did on there. Just saying. It's not what I'm doing here, but I did like it. Of course, I could have done the knot and then just gone through the other way. That might have even been easier. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because being attached to something while you tie the knot. Now, if you want your knot to be in the same place both times, you want to make sure that your first knot is at the... There, is at the end of the other one. Alright, I think that'll work. So then that's the front. And go ahead and do this one like I did the blue. Just repetitive now. Which way did I went in through the out. I don't remember what I did. Oh, I can't, that's right, I did this. Go through there. Alright, so when you tie your knot, you could do your first knot. Doing it as close as the end as I can. And just kind of push down there to try to get it to the end. You need to have a little bit of space. You need enough of this to work with. So then when you tie your second knot, you want this knot to be at the top of your circle. So that when you come through, because I don't have enough of the other one, I'm just barely holding on to the other side, so I need to come through with this one. And then they should match up the knots. And now I can just, you know, pull this through like that. And it should hold. If I have to put another knot in, and I will. And I guess if I don't want it to just come back through there, I could just kind of put another knot on this side. I don't know, maybe, potentially. Just to help keep it from going back through that way all the way. Alright, and now I got some pages I need to sew in. Not sew in. If I wanted to sew them in, I would have done that. I had just to glue them in. If you want to sew pages in, you want to do that before you sew your signatures. And what is a signature? For people that are new, a signature is each grouping of pages. So this is a group of pages that's sewn together, that's a signature. This is a group of pages that's sewn together, that's a signature. In like a regular book like this, there's usually 4 or 5 pages if it's sewn in. If it's glued in, it's just not really. This one's glued in. So that's not going to help us. But like in this type of book, nope, this one's glued in too. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I don't think that it is. See, sometimes you can see where it separates just a little bit. So that's a signature there. So each group of pages that's sewn in separately, ooh, that might be the middle, or even glued in separately, is a signature. Yep, so you can see those little strings in there? That's the middle of that signature, and all the bits that those strings do, that hold in, like that's a signature right there. Well, it's probably a little less than the signature, but that's what a signature is. You hear people say signature all the time when they're talking about books and bookbinding and whatnot. So the reason I have this on here is to strengthen these, or if I just wanted those to be dangly, I could just keep them dangly, and so then I would probably cut them off a little bit. I don't know. Do I want them dangly, or do I want them to be part of the tie? I don't know. I won't cut them till I know for sure, or I'll leave them so that whoever gets this can decide for themselves, because you know, that's kind of cute. it ain't ugly. See, and that green was perfect with like this green right here. Loving it, and hopefully I'll use a little bit more on some toppers in there somewhere. Alright, I need to remember to use these. Alright, so book is together and whatnot. Now, we've got some white pages, which is okay. I did not cut this one, I forgot to. But usually you'll want to like kind of cut that middle pocket just a little bit. I did it with this one, just a tiny sliver. It just helps with the bulk and whatnot. And I do have some white showing on some of these, so I might want to ink them. What do I want to ink them with? I don't know. Maybe just the coffee, just to age it up a little bit. So I'll want that too. Alright, so, yep. I'm just gonna do that before I glue it into a pocket. And also, do I want to put a thing or not? Do I want a notch? I don't know if I want a notch or not. Don't I? Do I? Don't I? I thought I had a 2-inch one of these, and apparently I do not. And this one's been giving me hassles, so, you know, it... There you go. How was that? Fling! There we go. I guess we decided to do one. So, for the outside of each signature, I used a piece of bigger paper so it would cover all the inside pages that are all different lengths. This one is just not cardstock. It's not as thick, but the paint, because it has all the paint on there, that kind of gives it a little bit more heftiness. And this is Tim Holtz paper, so, you know, if you know what Tim Holtz paper feels like, then you know how thick that is. Look, I knew where my glue was. Is the glue going to work? That's the question. Because you can know where your glue is all day long, but it's not going to always work the first time you try it, because that's how glue is. I'm using art glitter glue. Can't tell from the container because it got so gross that I covered it with paper, and now that's getting gross again. I'm thinking of covering it with fabric this time, because maybe that won't crack and whatnot. I don't know. But apparently this is, if you, I couldn't get the original thing off before, and well, actually, and now it seems, oh, I thought it was coming off with the with this one. You don't need to watch me do this. All right, Darcy, stop doing that now. I don't know. I might have to pause and finish that, because that's going to drive me crazy. Yep, I'm weird. Okay, let's see. I've moved on into the book. Since I've obsessed about the glue, which is now all totally cleaned off. Baby wipe and some lemon oil, and it's good to go. Because I don't have the Goo Gone stuff. I have lemon oil, had it for a while, so that's what I use. Alright, so this one, I want to attach this and make it a pocket, so I'm just going to go here, and on the bottom, and up this way, so things don't fall through to the other side. I've seen Gail do it without doing that part, but that's alright. She can do that. It'll stop at the, even if you don't do that, it's not gonna necessarily go through the other side, but it'll hold my paper on a little better, because, you know, it's got to stop at the, what is that called? In the middle. It's gonna stop in the middle. That's the middle. I don't know, the binding. There we go. So now we have, and we got this pink over here and that pink over there. I like that. So these pages were shorter, because I think they were for a TN maybe. But, you know, you just expand your pages however you want. Put that one in crooked. I only did one crooked page this time, but this one's like, you know, you can see where that one is ripped there to make it look older. This one is bent. That's alright. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it could always come in like this and make it a feature and kind of make it a little tuck or something. Oh, I was inking. That's where I was going here with the, I was just kind of inking my edges just a little bit, just to give them a little something something. I don't always like when they're pre-inked for you, because it's not always, it just depends on your printer what color it prints out, and it doesn't always print out a nice color. So I just as soon do that myself, to be honest. Got a little bit of, I think this one might have got a little overcooked. Is that a rip right there? Yeah, it's a rip up there. It's alright, because I do grungy journals. Why do I do grungy journals? Because I can't make anything neat and pristine to save my life. It's just not possible. Can't even fold it right the first time. This one has an extra fold in it. So if that bothers me too, like if it keeps bending like this, if I put, actually I might do that. Let me find something that I can just kind of glue there. Where's my glue? Okay, that's so weird. Just clean that off, but you know. That glue dries so fast, the art glitter glue, that it's already doing a weird thing. Alright, so I want something here, like book page would be fine. Or I could do this, which would be kind of big. It's on the other side, blue, which is fine. And it's not this, I don't know if I like those two pinks together. Alright, book page it is. We've got book page. We've got book page coming out our book page. That is the more fragile dictionary. Let's find the less fragile dictionary, which is this one. Which someday I'm going to make a journal out of that cover, and it's going to be cool. Hey, this belonged to somebody named Sanchez. Somebody wrote that on the edge there. Indeed. Incorrigible. Incorrigibility. Incorrigible. Well, that's not what he said. Inconceivable. That's what he said. But for some reason, it still made me think of Princess Bride. Anyone else? Inconceivable. A lot of ins over here. I'm just going to take off the top. And I only needed to go down to underneath that ION. Right there. And there we go. Just kind of want to cover that. And then, oh, I'm still a little tall, aren't I? Oh, look at that. Got that all nice and didn't quite get that, did I? It's alright, we'll just ink it. Okay, I just need to take off just the tiniest little bit. Does that make it the right height now? Close enough. And I want to use my art glitter glue because I just want it to dry fast. And I don't have to get out a book page to whatever. I don't have space. Never have space. And that will just kind of cover the crease and hopefully make it so that it doesn't bend quite as easily. Not worried about the other side. I don't care if the crease shows. I just don't want it to keep bending. I want it to be straighter. I want it to just be a page and not an annoying little piece of... I just want to be a page and not an annoying POS. You know. Oh, that one's inked, I think. This one is super white. I don't like to do too much to journals, although sometimes I do. Because I want the person who gets it to do their thing in it, you know? That's why sometimes I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish I could just, you know, not actually glue in a pocket, but kind of be like, this is where I would put a pocket, but you put it where you want it, you know? Of course, inking would be another thing that might be, you know, personal because somebody wants it or not, but I just decided to do it anyway because that's the look I wanted. There's some vintage book page. Love a little vintage book page, don't we? Which I could leave it like that, or I could add stuff to it. But see, what's fun about this, like if somebody wants to like kind of add a picture here and then these would still show around the edge, you could tell about your day, something like that. That's what I like about those. All right, let me get just some inked up paper with the mini, this is like gesso and whatever muck was on the gel plate that I pressed I think I pressed my bubble wrap into it and then put it on the page and then inked the page. So I used it kind of as a resist. Alright, so is this what I want to do? Do I want to come down here with this? Because what I could even do, I could even tear this to here so that it makes a little bit more sense. Like, or this could go up here because there's not as much down here. I mean, I could leave that down here, but I don't have to. I could totally, it's tied on there enough that I could even just tear it off. I mean, I could use scissors. I could take a chance and just tear it like this. Guess we're taking a chance that we won't rip it completely out of. And now I can go ahead and make that a pocket like I did on the other side. Let's, come on, where did it go? It's right in front of me. Oh my word. I don't, sometimes you can put your little notch holes wherever you want. You don't even have to put notch holes. But they can go near the top, near the bottom, in the middle. Just on the side where you're going to put something in the pocket. That's the only thing that matters, really. I don't know why I'm making that side. It's not going to show. That side will. Alright, and I'm going to do like I did before. I'm going to put that back on my ink. It's going to go here, here, that's one of the benefits of doing the five hole pamphlet stitch, is that if I tear off part of that page, it's still going to have like 3 or 4 things holding the page together. There you go, got another pocket. Tisket, a tasket, I got something in my basket, but it's really a pocket because weird things come to my brain. I do want to probably do, well, I don't know if I'll do stenciling or just kind of leave it for whoever gets it. I don't know, because maybe they have their own stencils they want to use, you know. I'm just trying to get a little bit of the white off of the edge from, because I tore these. I didn't use my guillotine. I tore most everything. Because it's easier, it's faster, and easier to just tear your pages, to be honest. And that's why I do it. This is just cleanup from my gel plate. It's a mess, but you know, you add some things to it, it could be super cute. That was supposed to go at the bottom so that I could cover it. Well, we'll cover it. You know what the fastest and easiest way to cover it is? You grab your box, your drawer, whatever you have of your clusters, and hope that there's, that's super cute. It's kind of thick though. Alright, those are my padded hearts from Padded Heart Company. I don't know what they're called now. That's what they used to be. Ooh, that's, oh, it's not quite wide enough, but it's the right colors. I could have a doily come out from there. That's a possibility. I have plenty of stuff that has navy blue. It's my go-to color. In fact, you'll probably find that most of my journals have a touch of navy blue somewhere in them. Because that is just, navy blue is my jam. I need something wider than that, people. Ooh, that's pretty. But it needs to come out there. I mean, not that that can't come out there, because I could totally, you know, stick a doily there or something. There is a random, that one's wide enough. Even if I come over this way a little bit with it. Across from that green page, I think it works. We've got black in here and everything too. Alright, we're going with, if it fits, it sticks. Oh, I didn't put this away. I need to put that away. Anything else I should be putting? Oh, look, there's a piece of denim. We could add that on there. What is this? Little pieces of fabric. Oh, isn't that cute? That's a little thing I made one time. Oh, we could possibly put that on there. Then it covers all the butterflies. I don't want to cover the butterflies. Little fabric scraps that came out of that. Alright. I was going to ink this. Also, that needs to get put away. Oh my word. All the things that need to get put away. This blue card in the back, that's my grandpa's writing. I love using that. I will probably, I've already got some in my own journal. He used to write down all these things because he did this it's the one that's regulated, that, you know, doing the CB from your home, not from a car. I like to do that. I forget, anyway, I forget exactly what it's called, but so he would make notes about different conductors and chapter. Oh, was he writing a book? I don't know. We would, and then measure that spreading or compress. I don't know. It says chapter. Oh, that's a lot of gunk on there. All right, this is getting put away. That's what I said, right? This is away. This is where this goes. I didn't even put my needle. Oh, I can't believe I left my needle out. My bookbinding supplies are one of the things that I try to make sure that I put away every time. Now I'm going to put a piece of tape over that so that if I use it as a top tuck, something won't get stuck on it. It doesn't have to be special tape. It just has to be something that's going to keep the staple from catching on stuff. And I'm going to do this top and this side, and I'm going to come in a little bit because I think I'm going to have it sticking off the page a little bit. And then I'm going to drop my glue in it that I just cleaned the whole thing, and now it's going to... And I'm going to try not to get glue on the next page over because that would be dumb. I mean, I did get glue. I got glue everywhere. I'm a mess. And now it's sticking up everywhere. So, let's just go ahead and glue that down a little bit. I'd only use one staple to hold it down, so once I put it in place, I can add stuff, do whatever. But now it's a little top tuck, and it's a little crazy looking, but it's cute still. And that's how you can cover the price on the back of the paper that people think you're going to glue down, but sometimes you want to use as a page. Alright, here. Oh, I'm not gluing these down yet because I might want to cover the back of that, so I haven't got to that yet. And I was inking, wasn't I? This is why I can't get distracted, because if I get distracted, then I stop doing what I was doing. Even though I'm just kind of not even doing it neatly and perfectly. It's in neatly and imperfectly. What's neat? Who needs to be neat? I don't. I'm like, why is that moving so much? It's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, I was able to use the whole length of this. I just cut off a little bit at the top and the bottom so I don't have much more than 3 inches for that, because otherwise that's just crazy. I don't need pockets that deep. I don't need 5-inch pockets. I'll lose whatever's in there. I like to do this, I like to print my digital on one side, and then I've got like graph stuff that I can print on the other side. I just like it. I like the look of it. I don't need to age that one. This one's probably fine too. Not age it, but you know, just frame it out. It's more the ones that have been torn that I want to do, because that torn bit takes it really nicely. See how that is. Okay, got torn on the edge here. Really accentuates that tearing. I love this green. Such a lovely little green. I think I need to close my curtains now. The sun is right in my eyeballs. It is like, oh, it's 10, it's almost 11. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. That was insanity. I woke up at 5:30 yesterday morning. That was more than insanity because I didn't fall asleep till like 2 o'clock that night. At least last night I fell asleep at like 10:30. That was insanity because I never fall asleep that early. I was like, well, I guess only getting a few hours of sleep will definitely make you... That was a gel plate print from quite a while ago. That's when I was making the music journal for my friend's granddaughter, or grandniece, I should say. It was her grandniece is who it was. Not that that is important to the story, but I mean, that is who it was. Nothing must have come up that I felt like I needed to do because I'm just inking and chatting. You can fast forward through this part. Sometimes I'm just kind of nervous to do too much pausing because then I press the wrong button and then you're going to have to see that stupid little shortcut thing on the bottom if I have to edit at all. I don't like to edit. I like to just, I'm like Gail. I mean, I know a little bit more about technology than she does maybe, but I don't want to have to waste my time editing. I'm like Gail in that I just want to craft. That's the only work that I want to be doing, is just the crafting part of it. I have the creativity. I don't always have the skill, but I try my best. I made this one a while ago. We were just doing some journal pages. That was in Penny's group. That's how long ago that was. We were showing how to do some book pages, because I think that was one of the swap was journal pages. So that was one of the pages I did, I think. Look at this. This is like red, and that's like a green gray, and blue on, or pink and magenta and blue, and the green gray on that side. And then somehow on this side it's all green and teal and whatnot. But hey, it works with this. It works because this has got some greens and yellows in it. So I was like, well, that's perfect. All right, let's see. I want to keep this flower. Now, here's the thing. I want this side to show on this side. I don't necessarily want to block it too much. But then I feel like I want to cover that whole side with something if I do that. I mean, that's not terrible to have come out like this too. I mean, this is already coming off, so that's not integral to the to the page. Oops. I like this little life. Of course, when you turn it, it's going to be blank, but I really like that across from there. And that I don't like, so I think I am going to put this on this side. Do I want to keep this flower up here? That's the question. I don't hate the flower. I already have the other ones at the top. I can put this one in the middle. I think I will. I'm going to take that flower off and just fold that down so I can take that out. I'm going to make this just a flip. Actually, could even do it like that. And that would give us all the space in that pocket. As far as, so I can glue here and here and across the bottom, and give myself a little bit of, you know, not totally to the edge, just have given myself like an 1/8 of an inch or whatever. Also, it would help if this was up just a little bit. There we go. I did not put a notch in there, but that's alright, because I might put something else which makes it a deeper pocket anyway. So the notch was not super important anyway, because I think I might cover that with, let's see, do I want to put this here? It does not have to come out all the way. It just needs to be the right height. I like this little life. I don't know why that song's stuck in my head right now. It's a little bit annoying. I got glue on my fingers, also annoying. Yeah, you could do that. You could totally just, you know, crease it. Sometimes you can do it on the other side too. It makes it rip even easier. And just rip it. It's all good. I'm going to fold this over like this, because this is going to go here, right? Yep. This one I'm going to cut off on this side. I don't like that. Alright, I'm going to take off that framey, this part of that framey bit. Alright, that paper's emitting a little bit of dustiness, isn't it? Crease that, glue that. That's just going to reinforce the pocket there. And if I want to do a notch, I want to wait till that dries, because otherwise I'm going to have issues. But I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to put it on there like that. So then, come on, glue, come out. I think this is 28 or 32 pound paper that this is on, so I know it's going to be strong enough. Oh, look how pretty that is against that background too, because there's just a little bit of magenta right there popping out, and it just really works somehow. Oh, and this gold back here is similar to that yellowy up there. So yeah, that worked out nicely. And I like that across from there, and I like that on there like that. Yep, that worked out really nicely, I think. Oh, that is a white paper, isn't it? So in the middle I've got the one, I think this is Took's Craft Table. She usually has some freebies. I think they're mostly on Ko-fi. I think she's moved everything to Ko-fi. No, she has her own website now. So the free ones might still be on Ko-fi though. I don't know. I have to go to her channel, Took's Craft Table, and check in her description box, and that's where anything like that would be. And I'm going to see how long this video is so far, because it's hard to tell how long a video is when you keep pausing. So it seems like it's been a long time, but maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Am I torturing you with the amount of time it's been? Is this a really long video and you're like, oh man, lady, come on, be done already. Sometimes when I've got the white edges like that, I just kind of go over them just a little bit. Sometimes I'll go over them with some stamping or stenciling too, you know, just because you can. Oh, there's the, okay, so this is, what is it called? Piano roll paper. And I use that on the edge. A little bit of cheesecloth and just some layering there. Just decorated the page kind of like I would a tag. Alright, this one is going, one of these, I think this one is going to go here. Oh wait, or this one, because that blue there would be more fun on that. So, there it is. You know what I was looking for. And this is a rose book. Somebody recommended it one time, so I bought it because I am impulsive that way and easily persuaded to do the things. Way easily persuaded. That would be pretty, but this would also be pretty. And this would be boring. And, alright, let's do it this way. Let's hem and haw about it for 10 minutes and then decide what to do. Okay, going across here, not too close to the edge. It's okay, there'll still be plenty of room for something to stick in that pocket. Kind of center it as much as possible. Get off any excess glue with my fingers because I like to have glue on my fingers. No, I do not. Don't know why I use my fingers. Because I don't have something better, I guess. Now, I could just fold this over even. Yeah, I'm just going to probably back that with something later, and it'll be harder to do because I glued it on already. But that's alright. It's all right. It's going to be alright. Everything's fine. Okay, got some more of that graph paper I like. I think this is blue. Kind of looks purple. I don't know. I was going to close that window so I could see, wasn't I? I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like right in my eyeballs. Just, I mean, it's cloudy, so, I mean, it's overcast, so it's not horrible. So, oh, and random, my dad's coming home today. He has had to have, you know, appointments and whatnot, so I've missed him this winter. He usually is with us. His residence is here. But we only get him in the winter because he goes and hangs out with my aunt in Maine in the summer. And when he has eye doctor appointments, he goes and hangs out with his mom and sister in Massachusetts because he just never changed his doctor. All right, we got another bendy piece here because I thought I had it folded the right place the first time and then it was sticking out. And I was like, well, I could cut it off or I could just add, I mean, I could fold it different. So I folded it different. Not sure how I feel about that. Just kind of... Now look at a stick here. Alright, this is the side that's got some white. I mean, white's not bad. It's okay to have white pages. It's okay to have white edges. It's not the end of the world. Some of us act like it is. I'm one of those someone. Hold on, I gotta close the curtains. I don't know about you guys, but I can see better. Oh, and now I can see the time. Guess what? All right, so this is, you know, that was almost done. So I've done, and I'll do this page here. So the next video, I will add some pockets and ephemera, and it'll probably be much shorter because I have a lot of pockets and ephemera done, and then I'll do a flip through. So this should only be 2 videos long. And I'll see if I can have them come out on the same day. I don't know. I haven't had many videos coming out lately because it's hard when the hubby is home all the time. And, you know, he's being quiet today, and I appreciate that so much because I really needed to get some videos made. Let's see. Oh, this. I'm going to put here. Ooh, do we like that? Or do we want to do it that way? I don't know. Do I like that across from the... I mean, I have more of this, so I could like put, or something like that color over here. Or I could just do it like that. Or I could just do it like that even, and do like I did before with, you know, make that, put something else on this side. Well, you'll see in the next video. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.